All right, I think we're live. Game 3 of pool play in Palm Desert Classic. We're at Rancho Mirage High School. As you can see, we got a nice mountain view. Currently standing in the shade. I'm gonna go behind home plate. It is a bright sun today. It's hot.
I scored from second a couple times too, which
Walk over to the dugout here. We got our umps for today coming in. Look at confirmation from Cork that we're live. Cork, yeah, I think we're live. I got a clock.
Nice. Hello.
Randy was able to talk the opposing team into letting the Minnesota team have the shaded dugout.
It's going to be a key though, because as the sun gets lower during the game, we're going to be losing shade.
Yeah.
So if we stay in the shade, big advantage.
We are 2-0 in the Classic so far. We locked up our playoff opportunity. Now we're going for seeding. Again, nice view. Something we don't get back home. Randy's at the plate doing the manager's meeting, shaking hands, saying good luck, have fun. I think we might be competing with some NFL football playoffs, so I appreciate the one of you that's out there today. You'll probably be hearing my voice more than Tom today. I don't want to bury the headline. Tom is in the lineup and in the field, so we'll all be cheering for Tom. Tom Genrick, that is. We had Tom and Billy out in the outfield, and they talked there might be the most tenured outfield in a TCMABL lineup. They're probably close to 45 years combined experience out in the outfield and in the league.
All right, guys. Hey, we're taking the field. Hey, bring it in really quick.
Randy's going to provide us with some motivational words.
guys, let's set the tone for the day. Like, I know we're in a good spot, but let's get a win right here and set the tone for tonight. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah, let's go.
Bring it in, just fun. It's Mammoth on 3.
Last don't step on it. Step on it. Let's just go play hard, like Randy said, and let's finish pool play 3-0 and go in the playoffs on a roll. Go Mammoth on 3. 1, 2, 3, Mammoth! Let's go, boys! Have a day, Ludi. All right, D up. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry, you're playing second. I didn't
For those who know, we have Ryan Lutzka, affectionately known as Ludi, on the mound today. Yankee behind the plate. It's a familiar battery. Brewer teammates together, so we're expecting they're going to be in tune with each other for the game. Probably don't even have to put down signs, just nods and winks. And there's the man last on the field, Tom Genrick. Not as much fanfare as we were hoping for his jog out to right. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way. Get ready for the first pitch.
I really want to I want this win here. I feel like if we just get crushed right now or something, we just stumble into the night. We need to.
You're right. Momentum's important.
Yeah.
But also, it might be, I don't want guys sitting 4 straight games.
Right. No. I think we got a good plan.
Little inside information there. Thought process of Randy. Trying to keep the camera still. It is a bright sunny day. Hoping not to burn up the phone. So if we go dark, it might be because we're overheating. The temperature is not hot. We're probably about 75 degrees, but this is a significant sun. So ball's been thrown down. Ludi gave Tom, tip of the cap to Tom out and right. Respect from some elders of the league. Again, this is game 3 of pool play. Mammoth are 2-0, sitting really good. We're already got our playoff spot. Looks like we started with the slider. Ludi's throwing a lot of innings, so he's gonna mix and match. Got a fly ball. Billy's tracking. And Billy runs it down. It's always nice to get that first one. It's nice to build on that. Again, we're in top of the first. We are the home team for the first time in the tournament. So we have the top of the first, 1 out. Making him adjust the eye angle right away. Do a little mix. Batter wasn't expecting that. He's a little chuckle. And exasperated. Ooh, that was a change. It was a good change. Almost lost his bat. Again, he's just not seeing it. Keeping it down. One, two. Comes up, 2-2. Again, mixing and matching. Went up, came down, strike 3. 2 outs. First 2 batters. I haven't put much of a swing on it yet. Number 3 here. In. Billy's tracking it. Running in. 3 outs. Real nice 1-2-3 inning to start the game. As a pitcher, it feels good to get off the field right away, let your offense start. pretty bright out here. Pitcher's got sunglasses. I don't know if I've ever wore sunglasses on the mound. Not sure if there's an official rule. It feels as though it's maybe discouraged. There's always maybe a little bit of glare off sunglasses that could impact the batter eye. So we'll see if any of the Mammoth hitters take offense.
I don't need to be the one to go in for you either, though. Pretty easy top of the inning here. Ooh, lefty. Like that.
Yeah, I wanted to save the lefty talk because we know Tom has just been fretting about one hitting and then to also be facing a lefty. But
Wouldn't you know it? I mean, the game Tom sets aside for himself to get some at bats in, and he's got to see a lefty. He's just trembling right now.
But again, it's a curveball, like dominant lefty here, and if we know anything about Tom is that he feasts on curveballs.
Looks like a knuckle there. So we'll start off with Cork or Hans?
Not sure. I'm sure Cork wants to go up there right away.
Yeah, he's always standing in front of Hans, so I never know.
I was commenting earlier, we don't often see a pitcher wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
I feel like the glare might be distracting. And so, I don't know what the official one is, but I myself have never worn sunglasses.
I've seen it before.
I feel like the sun's right on top of him, so I can't imagine it's bright for him. I mean, it is bright right here where we are.
Yeah. I saw you back here and I was like, I don't know if I want to go back there.
I appreciate it. The sun was behind me.
Stand in this pole.
The sun was behind me. I think I could block the camera, but we got
All right.
bottom of the first. We got Hans up to bat. No score yet. We went 1, 2, 3.
Did you grab that little stat sheet by any chance?
I forgot the stat sheet as we were about halfway here.
So Hans had a couple hits yesterday.
You know, he set the table in both games.
Reached on an error a couple times. So his on-base percentage. Well, I don't know if on-base percentage counts towards reaching on an error, but
Being on base, so
he's on base a lot. Way inside, right?
felt inside. We'll see if this is the consistent zone here. Get my finger out of the way, I'm sorry. Big loopy curve. Looked like it was high and stayed high.
We're not gonna hit.
Oh. That's about 2 feet in front of the plate.
Seems like
Hans
he
was
has several different pitches, but what he's good at, I don't know yet.
Shaked off 2. Well. Solid wood, a little high. Curveball up. Tom Corcoran, batting 2. Well familiar with Cork's prowess at the plate.
Cork is 4 for 9 at this point.
Over his head. He's been punishing the space between second and first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he's looking to rip something down the line.
I don't think he's happy with 4 for 9, or at least not with the launch angle that he's had, but
Yeah, he's definitely not happy with his 4 for 9, whereas
everybody else would be happy with 4 for 9.
yeah, I'd be ecstatic. Tom's gonna be thinking about that when he felt as he had a good opportunity there. Same thing, that is really high, right behind home plate. I got a great view of that. Catch was pretty comfortable, didn't even drop the mask.
It's going, Stark.
Nate Stark. Big day yesterday. We had given him the Tom's tip of the cap for game 1, but there's conversation of maybe retracting that and honoring Rob Jones with the Tom's tip of the cap for his home run. Strike 1 to Nate. If we get Tom, we'll let him explain his retractions.
Yeah.
1-1.
It's gonna be through. No. Play.
Oh,
On base. Alright, so
I think it got slowed down, hit the grass. Second base made an attempt to get over there. Shorted the first baseman. Couldn't get the pick. I put a lot of money on our first baseman having picked that.
yes. Regardless of which one, but certainly if it's Rob Jones.
Yeah. I think Rob prefers to take it out of the dirt.
Yeah. Alright, so what do we got here? We got Bill.
2 outs. Nate Stark on first. Bill Houseman in the 4 spot. Bill might have been a little surprised on that strike 1.
Yeah.
Maybe felt a little high.
I was actually watching his feet because I feel like his feet have been moving a lot this tournament.
Again, it's more acceptable. The strike there. Big looping curve. Bill's looking to get one going here.
Come on, Bill. That's gonna find
sig,
a gap.
that's-
No, it's hanging up.
It's
too long.
tailing.
Ah, long run for the center fielder. Alright, I'm gonna go hang in the dugout for a bit.
Hey, way to go with that, Billy. Good
See
talk.
if we can get some footage from in there.
Gonna maybe move some shadier ground here. End of 1. No score yet. 0-0. Maybe between innings I'll catch a little shade. We got our canine friends here. They are enjoying some cool concrete in the shade. The sun's hot.
It is a little hot.
I'm not complaining. I won't stay here, but it's easily 15 degrees cooler. And again, I know the temperatures back home are much colder. You may have noticed we don't have Tom commentating, though this is Bob. Tom is out in right field today. We're going to see him at the plate here shortly. So I'm sure that the 9 of you out there are eagerly anticipating Tom's debut at the plate in the Palm Springs Classic. Hang out here for a minute. Got their number 4 hitter. They went 1-2-3. It was a nice, efficient inning for Ludi in the first. We have top of the second. Strike 1. Up the middle. Got lip. Solid 4-3. Rob made sure he had that in his glove before throwing it around the horn. Well, no. Again, we're probably at about 10 pitches on Ludi, so he's working quick, he's working efficient, throwing strikes. That's what he does. And if you know Ludi, he'll throw all day. He went. Yep. Blue saw it, didn't need an appeal. I don't know if it's the sun, but they're not picking up on that pitch. He's had pretty good success so far. Again, just missed it. 0-2. Oh. Great pitch. That might have chipped a little bit of the wood on that end cap of his bat. It was barely got a piece. Gonna fall safely right onto left field. Not hit particularly hard, but enough on the bat to push it through. We got one down, guy in first. We're playing a team called the Roadkill. Understanding is they're another Southern California team. They've lost their first 2 games, so I don't want to say a game doesn't count for their standings, but a lot of things would have to, I believe, go in their favor for them to be playing later today, where the Mammoth have punched their playoff ticket. Now it's just a matter of seeding. Again, Ludi starting out with a strike. Got 0-2. Really feels like Ludi and Yankee are on the same page here. Nothing's been shook off, and again, straight up and out. 0-2. Guy at first. We're in the top of the second. Still no score. Strike 3, swinging, was good pitch. 2 down.
I would have yesterday, so I was like that. I'm like, we're just gonna let it be. Yeah, and then it's just, it makes it like when it's
Again, starting with a strike. Fouled straight back. Caught the top of the bat.
No, you sit down. Sit down.
May have been about the 3rd or 4th ball Ludi has thrown in these first 2 innings. Very. Getting straight up back. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Ludi gave a little look at an index finger on his throwing hand. We'll see if that develops. We got a guy running. Little liner to left. Throw coming into third. And safe. It was close play. Great throw by Dahl. Quick snap tag on by Grill. Really got the runner. Grill's making sure he's okay. Seems okay. I don't think it was a designed hit and run. It just so happened to be one. Got first and third, 2 outs. That is right there. I believe this is the pitcher up to bat now. Those last two pitches seem good. My angle right here is not the best, so I can't tell you for sure. We'll get back behind home plate. Just from the outstretched arms of Rob. Some cheering for Tom getting that back into the infield quickly, keeping the runner to second base. They scored one there, so roadkill 1 in the top of the second, 2 outs. Starting with a strike.
Yeah, I know.
First and second, 2 outs.
But Bill was very much like last night. Yeah, and so then but he I'm done playing
We got a guy running, trying to run on Billy. Oh, this might be tough. It's over. Throw kind of sailed a little bit. We're not seeing the balls are making their way through. Not exceptionally hard, but they got 2 in this inning. We're in the top of the second. We have 2 outs. I don't think we've turned over their lineup yet. Yankee did a good job keeping that in front of him. We'll say our catching here in Palm Springs is pretty solid. I'm not sure we've seen many pass balls, if any. I think Yankee wanted that one. I think Ludi wanted it too. First 3-ball count.
I know, we talked about that.
Looking just for a nice roller here in this inning. Been a successful pitch for Ludi so far, so let's see if he goes back to it. Sorry for the finger. Rob Jones retrieving a foul ball from the other field. We got another 35-plus game going on over there outside of our pool play.
So I did that.
I think we definitely got the better field of the two. So maybe makes up for our field without a full fence last night. Foul ball. 3-2. 2 outs. Top of 2. The roadkill have scored 2 this inning. Looking to get our Mammoth bats back up there. Good pitch. Took some off of that. It's a good pitch. Took him down. I think Ludi is wanting a few of those pitches back. Nothing was hit terribly hard, but as a pitcher, you sort of get annoyed with those. finished the top half of the second. Mammoth coming up on 2. Roadkill up 2-0.
Let's get on the board. This inning right here.
I think my phone is cooled off enough. We'll maybe move back behind home. Get something that's talked about the panoramic views earlier. It's you definitely know you're somewhere else, looking out over the mountains.
Where do you want me to put them? Put them in the dugout. Okay, just so you know they're there, all right? Sure. You got your balls, the hats, you got your award inside here with your trophy.
I think we got some official business happening at home plate. The umpires and a league director. Thanks, buddy. A little bit of getting a good view of that Yankee. Kind of hung back here getting that pass ball to get a little look at the pitcher before his at bat. So we're in the bottom of the second. Roadkill up 2-0. Mike Lippert is up to the bat. We can get something started right away here. In the dirt, ball one. Oh. 2-0. Probably looking for a specific pitch here. It's an okay take if you don't like it. Sometimes when the catcher doesn't catch it, you kind of want it to be in your favor. Curveball up. 3-1. It's definitely zeroing, I'm sure, on a zone right here. Something he can drive. I'm going to leave that. He's going to take his base. Got Mr. Yankee. Number 0. Yesterday they were teasing him that he has to earn an actual number, as this is his debut. I'm guessing the jerseys are limited and 0 was available. Pitcher wanted that. Felt up. Yankee is right on the plate. He's daring him to get him in. We'll move over to first. Didn't even wait for his first baseman to get back. And, yeah, that almost hit him, but took a step back. He is on the plate. He hit that right at third base. We're going to go for 2. High throw into right. Lip's going to stay put. Right field did a good job backing that up. No outs. We have first 2 runners on, first and second. Tommy the Corks joined us.
Hello.
We have 15 viewers on a
15. That's impressive with the
a-
NFL Sunday playoff and the hit tracks going.
I
I did see Jack Nelson go, and I said a hi Jack in the chat. So if Jack's there and replied to me, I'm sorry.
we got a big hey Tom with a heart.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
there
number
it is.
92.
That's what I like to see. Thanks, Jack.
Second in the order, but first in your heart.
Did you have you mentioned in the stream how lucky we got with this field? And
I've mentioned the panoramic views and that you definitely know you are somewhere else playing baseball.
Yes. Just honestly, the view from the dugout, you just look straight ahead to the tallest of the mountains in this area, and it's just incredible. Like, we've played a lot of games with like the rolling mountains in the background, but this is the first one we get the real big one. Ooh, that was a good swing. And then if you just turn around 90 degrees, turn to your right 90 degrees, you see like a much worse condition JV field.
Yeah, I did
That's
say
just
how
saying.
we were lucky to have drawn this field for this game, which maybe makes up for our field without a fence.
Right. Although there's nothing wrong with the field without a fence. I like
It worked in our favor.
Yeah.
2-2 on Dahl here, Mike Dahl.
Pitcher's got a good move.
Lefty pitcher always has the benefit of that move to first base. It's maybe a little uncommon for the first baseman to be holding him on with the guy in second.
Yankee with aggressive lead.
It's interesting that they're so concerned about someone who cannot move
It's so weird.
without.
Yeah, right. It's rare is the team where perhaps their two most aggressive base runners are catchers. We've got Yankee taking an aggressive lead, and Lip is, if you've ever watched a stream, you know Lip is always making stuff happen on the base paths. So
They
it's
did-
nice to have that from the catcher's position. That's rare.
They did attempt a double steal, and Dahl had fouled it back. Rob Jones up to the plate.
I heard he was thinking about changing his name to Babe after yesterday's heroics
Yeah, he leads the Mammoth in home runs in the tournament.
in 2022. This year, he's the man. Rob had a great quote when Randy was telling him he was in the starting lineup today. Rob turns to Randy and says, "Randy, if you keep giving me at-bats, you're going to get a large enough sample size to know how big of an exception that home run was." Trying to talk him out of getting in the lineup, and that's Rob's sense of humor.
Well, here's the moment we've been waiting for. Tom Genrich. The moment he's been dreading and you've all been waiting for. Tom Genrich. Just feasting on that curveball. He saw that and he just shook his head at the pitcher being like, try that, please. It's just gripping that bat. Tom says, not today.
Tom was very disappointed to see a lefty on the bump for his start.
Casey
Does
and I,
not like
Casey and I talked about that.
Okay.
And it only makes it more, I think, noteworthy when he has a game. Again, he's not going to swing at that. Tom has been around too long and has seen too many pitches
We're up to 100 viewers, Tom.
that just got into his head right now. We know he heard that. Again,
Oh, isn't that 4?
that is 3-1.
Oh, it called a strike.
The
Which pitch was a strike?
second pitch was a curveball. That was good. I believe so. But that's what I'm going with.
There's a good pitch. Oh,
Again, Tom's all right with that, I think. See if the umpire will tell us here to make sure it's full count.
yeah, it's
which
got to be 4. He hasn't swung, and I think that was 5 pitches. There he goes.
There
up
it
the
is,
middle.
up the middle. I am. Oh, and it went past the center field. There was already going to be 1 RBI. He is going for 2. He is going for 2. He is running for 3. And he's going to get it standing up. We have people clapping. We have dogs barking. Tom is exhaling in joy.
Top of 3. This
Bottom of second. Bottom second. Yeah, we get to be home game today. Yeah, after being visitors the last 2. Yeah. Everybody is real happy for Tom. I'm happy for Tom. Looks like we have the Fenton family has joined, hopefully in time to see Tom's rope up the middle. 1 RBI. Center fielder misplayed it, allowing Yankee to score. 2-2, bottom 2. We got Pat Ralston up. Pat had a couple at bats yesterday, had a great double to give us the lead where we kept the lead. Looking to capitalize on that here. Yeah, we're hoping that maybe if Dan is over at Tom's looking after Bruno, then maybe they could FaceTime between games. Very patient at bat by Pat on first. First and third. Score is tied at 2-2. You can just tell he just loves being out here.
Pardon me?
He just loves being out here and playing.
I know it. It is wonderful.
Oh,
What the?
we got Tom coming through on
I don't know. I got nothing to say. This is
a pass ball. Definitely not a wild pitch. That was something that a catcher would handle. Pat moved to second. Sorry for finger. 3-2, Mammoth. We got Hans back up to the top. Hans gonna leave that up. Cork's at the plate. That's probably a strike, but Cork is in a bigger zone. Just went right with it. That's a tough play for right field. Oh, it was tailing, but he grabbed it. Yeah, end of 2. Mammoth come back with 3 runs to answer. 3-2. Comes Rob Jones.
You guys see that, Bob? Tom Kenner?
We did. We have some viewers who are very excited for Tom. I got maybe the most animated so far. When that went up the middle,
I imagine. Does Tom still have final call on Tom's tip of the cap? Could he tip his own cap?
that was a debate we had last night is, since it's Tom's tip of the cap, can Tom tip his own cap? I was really hoping for a self-tip when he got to second, kind of the dugout.
He could actually.
Actually, literally tipped his own cap.
He looked fast rounding first.
He did. And then he turned on the Jets when he saw that go bad.
Yeah. And somewhere between second and third, it didn't look a little bit fatigued, but it's a hot.
I couldn't tell if the deep exhales were for the hit or having run.
I think it was relief.
Yeah, relief.
Like,
yeah. He was able to melt it away where his main fear, I mean, we talked about this morning and last night on multiple occasions of he didn't want to put himself in a situation where he could hurt the team. And this is, since we've already got our playoff spot, there's no way he can hurt the team. We said you could help the team, and he still questioned that.
I mean, he did, as the person that made the second out right before him, he did pick me up.
Yeah.
Which is maybe bittersweet for Tom.
Yeah.
Maybe he would like to, just marinate in my failures for a moment longer.
Yeah.
But
He will maybe mention that had you been on base, maybe 3 runs would have scored. I mean,
there's an angle.
yeah. We're at the top of 3, 3-2, Mammoth. One of the rare pitch counts where Ludi starts them out with the ball. It's a good pitch. That's right on the inside. I think he might have thought that was maybe a little up.
A bit warmer than yesterday.
We got 3-0. Ludi's not Not missing by much. What do you ball for? He's not gonna be happy with himself. What we need here, though, is
I was getting tired too.
a quick turn up the middle.
Thank you. What's that?
I feel like we might be back at their second batter.
How were the eggs this morning?
Good pitch by Ludi.
Really? Biscuits and gravy? Uh-oh. What'd you go with?
We just had little, what are those things called? I had two.
Good pitch.
We had one, and that was our breakfast.
Fastball right on the inside. 0-2. Ludi's got a few at his disposal here. See what him and Yankee want.
Good. It's a long day yesterday.
That's a great pitch.
Fresh air.
There's an unhittable pitch in that count, in that spot.
Got to soak this up as much as you can. Then it's back inside.
I'd like to know how many times those two have done that on opposing batters. Just set up, and then slider low and away. Not going to get hurt. One down. Ludi's right back in the groove here. 0-1.
Frank, would you like to catch next inning? Would you like to catch next inning? Yeah. I couldn't get up.
0-2.
Once you squat down, you're there forever. You're stuck.
When I get down, I have to make sure there's something that I can pull up. My arm still has a strength, but over my legs don't.
See what we do here.
Or what's the...
No.
Again, that pitch is not going to hurt you. He's thrown 6 pitches here in these last 2 batters with 2 strikeouts. 2 outs.
It's 2 outs and I'm up first.
Strike 1. Again, always important, getting ahead in that count. Raise the zone a little bit here. See if he capitalizes off of that high fastball. Not much of a lead at first. Maybe not a threat to steal here. Went away. Little fall ball straight back. Looks like we have the middle of their order. You think they might want to try and get their leadoff walk to second. Maybe find some green to get him in. So might be running here. Stay still. Yeah, that's a good pitch. Fastball a little elevated. Turned on it. Ludi acknowledged it's not where Yankee had his mitt. That'll happen. 2 outs, first and second. Top of 3. Just outside. Right on the inside. Great pitch. Nothing the batter can do with that other than hit it off the handle, probably straight back to Ludi. Slider low and away. Just off the end cap. And I think we might have some chip bets on that other side with the ones that are barely catching the end. Right at Grilly. He's just going to touch third. Bit of a leg race between the runner and Grill. Ended up being a one-sided race. Going into the bottom of third, it is 3-2. We have Tommy the Cork going to be leading off. Tom's not gotten into one yet. If you're familiar with Cork, it's only a matter of time. It's not a if, it's a when. Definitely looking for a picturesque moonshot to the mountains. Maybe come over here.
Who's the other team?
They're called the Roadkill. I think they're a Southern California team.
Someplace
I think most of the teams are
down in here.
Yeah, down in this area, where most of them probably know the comforts of their own home after the games.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
they Roadkill have lost both of their games, so they're sort of just playing for fun at this point. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of things would have to go their way to make a playoff appearance for the Roadkill.
Roadkill.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Well, this is a big population. It's grown so much in the last 10, 15 years.
Is this Rancho Mirage? Is this the name of the city or is this the high school?
No, that's the name of the city.
Okay.
And it's a new one.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Frank built this city with his bare hands.
No, the Indians own a lot of the property.
You must be a politician.
Right, yeah.
The Indians,
He's out there shaking hands and kissing babies and
Indians are very big. They're, but when we came in 1962, it was poverty, total poverty.
This is all just desert landscape pretty much.
Well,
yeah.
Many years, but
Driving in, yeah.
a lot of these are on like 90 year lease.
Okay.
You could own the house, but you'll never own the dirt.
Oh, yeah. I know driving in there was some. It was definitely barren landscape, you know, just with desert and sand and nothing developed.
The Cheatham was right there.
It's not that long.
Yeah, yeah.
they've got 3 of them down there.
Okay.
One
Okay.
So he's going to switch out.
Switch
Switch out with the other umpire.
Okay.
It's hotter in Minnesota something.
So actually, it's
Must have been out a little too late last night.
it's now better educated.
Yeah.
So you found the right place.
Yeah.
You know, no thanks to me.
Frank and Donna, did you meet all? This is Tom as well.
Hello. Hi, Tom.
This is my best friend. We talk a lot. That's Rob.
I'm also
Tom
one.
doesn't like Rob, so I really
Yet they're,
like him.
yet
though,
they're
so
best friends.
I'm-
Like,
It's an uncomfortable triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
And then Bob is the glue that holds us all together.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
But you guys were doing well,
Yeah.
but we left because we're old.
And it was getting cold. Like, I was ready to maybe go with you because it was.
Yeah.
My feet were kind of getting cold.
It was cold back in 18 now when you were here. Way down.
Yeah. I think we've gotten better weather this year. I remember it being maybe mid to lower 60s the last time we were here. But
You chose a good time.
Apparently the umpire, you hear that, Bob? The umpire's having some lightheaded.
okay.
I think they're switching fields and pucks coming in behind the plate.
Did you guys catch that?
Umpires maybe.
Intermission, he's having
Okay.
a heat stroke or something, so they're gonna swap. Or I mean, the one guy's done, but the other guy's gonna go pick your off.
Okay.
It's about 15 minutes.
Okay. So if you caught that out there, I've been talking about. Well, I've been kind of talking about the sun being warm today, and again, I don't want to complain because most of our viewers are back in Minnesota, and it's single digits.
Talking about a warm sun isn't going to get any sympathy.
No, yes.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah, no, and everything has been prefaced with, like, it's all in perspective.
Right.
But what we're seeing is,
We have the weather because everything else is going to pot.
yeah, and so the umpire behind the plate maybe wasn't feeling so well, so they're gonna take a break and get him in and maybe some air conditioning, and then the field ump is going to put on his protective gear to take it behind the plate. So becomes a bigger job for the umpire, manning the plate and the field. Coming from
and the broadcast crew.
Yeah.
Just tap dance for a bit.
Yeah. I didn't have material written for.
What's your rain delay go to, Bob?
I know. Usually, rain delay, I'd hoping you guys would do like funny slides on the tarp. Wouldn't need much commentary on that.
Take it in.
I feel like Rob's got a couple commentary.
Can you go interview Tom?
Yeah, let's go get an interview with Tom. If you are just joining, Tom made his tournament debut at the plate and promptly hit a sharp single up the middle that was misplayed by the center fielder. One run was going to score without question. Second runner then came in. Tom hustled to third and then scored on a pass ball. So here we're in the dugout, getting a little behind the scenes. So Tom, we want to hear the approach at the plate.
Let's let Tom tell the whole story about how we scored our 3 runs.
Yeah.
We have time.
Yeah.
So what happened, Tom?
Well, it was a Little League triple. I think we're going to go with that. Can we embrace that? We're allowed to embrace it.
The truth is he hit it so hard that it ripped a hole through the center fielder's glove when he came down.
I thought I saw some laces sort of like go
it blew
flying.
up. It like blew up like remember when Randy Johnson threw that pitch and it killed
It was
the
like a
seagull
bird, yeah.
or whatever that? Yeah, it was like that. The glove just exploded and Tom got to third.
I really need Casey. I needed Casey to wake me home because I got to deal with Rob at the house. He had a home run last night, so I would have called it a home run. It definitely would have been a home run.
I mean, is it
That would've
not
been-
far from calling it that?
You're right. By the end of the night, it will be.
We're talking about Tom's laser to the fence.
Yeah. Yes, we are, and that will definitely be a topic of conversation in the hot tub. I'm sure of it. But
I don't know if it makes it to the fence without skidding off the top of the second base on the third.
Yeah.
I gave it a little boost.
Everything worked out on that. How's the stream going, buddy?
We have 18.
Depends when you're at bat or not.
Complaints about the announcer though.
A lot of complaints with the announcers.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I know.
The internet in Palm Desert really slows down when you take at bats, though. Just the internet floods to
bandwidth.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good showing because there'll probably be a few more tonight.
We go from 18 to 18.
Yeah, no, we have a good Skeeter contingent on here. We have
when Bonds gets up. Yeah.
Christy, I think, is on. Barb and the family.
Oh, nice. Hey, Barb. Christy.
Twitch is weird. Sometimes I've logged into things and there's like 18 viewers and like 9 of them are fake, and then sometimes it's 9 of them are fake.
Oh.
It's really weird. So you can have 17 viewers that are legit, or there could be like 2 people watching.
I'm going. We're probably going with the 2. I'm going with the.
Everybody needs to check in and type something into their computer.
Yeah.
That they're not a robot.
Yeah.
Want to say hi?
Well, some of the
Bob's
names
too,
are so funny. It's like Little Letitia
Charlie.
777. Oh, they're watching it.
They're clearly watching.
Big Mammoth face all day.
Yeah.
My kid's name's Hugh.
What about Quang?
Yeah, I haven't heard from Ken here yet.
Sometimes it goes by Quang. He might be in there. That's okay.
Yes. Now that I know, like.
Obviously a bot.
I have about 18 blue check. Quang is a boss for sure.
Hang out with people, hang out.
Moody?
How's this gonna?
I use Starks.
I think since Tom used Stark's bat, I think had it been Tom's bat, it might have been retired.
If you could take a 15-minute break in between 3 innings.
It's like intermission.
Yeah.
It's funny because I saw Ludy before the game paying $20 that home plate.
Were these your gifts from Rob?
No, I'm about to do myself.
Oh, okay.
Should we show the gift I got from Rob?
Yeah, so we stopped at a gas station. Yeah, so we stopped at a gas station to just get some drinks and some seeds, and Casey and Rob went in, and Rob comes out with just a handful of items, and he was gifting things to those in the car. And so Tom's gift was a.
So you got one.
I got some Reese's peanut butter cup product.
Nate got a yellow banana.
Yeah, Nate got a yellow banana, which we're trying to get Nate to enjoy the sugars of a banana. He prefers them on the greener side, so more plantain-like.
And then I got this.
And then Tom got a fan that doubles as also. But then, what's the secret of the fan, Tom?
It's got a sucker in it.
It's got a lolly.
Barb's kids like this. Barb and Seth.
It's a lolly.
Challenge accepted.
I'm not gonna, probably not gonna try.
Is it a blue raspberry?
It's a blue raspberry. Yeah.
If you were to choose your own manual fan sucker combo, what flavor would you have gotten? Cherry, yeah, classic.
This is hard hitting.
Rob knew this would make him blue.
This is like the rain delay. I mean, searching for material.
They had strawberry, but it was a pink fan, and I'm like, I feel like that's just too much. That's too much.
And then
52-year-old man with a blue tongue is
Yeah, that's
weird.
Casey, you're gonna come in for your top 3. And then
Oh, stop my chatting. Randy's making some lineup changes.
So I'll hit in like an hour, so I'm gonna get ready to lose an hour.
Pretty nice in the dugout.
Yeah, it is a good 10, maybe 15 degrees cooler in the dugout. As you can see, the views are quite nice. See some palm trees in the background.
You think we figured it out pretty quick. You go from 1-year-old friend to
Shouldn't be much longer before the game gets back and going. We're bottom of 3. Mammoth are up 3-2. Roadkill, they scored 2 in the top of the second. The Mammoth came back to score 3 in the bottom. Nobody scored in the top of the third for the Roadkill. Mammoth are waiting to start the bottom of the third here.
So she probably narrated serious movie. She's legitimately What?
You don't want to you want to plug your ears.
And the doll isn't married.
Basically,
Change topics.
we try to play baseball.
So he's still single.
Yeah.
Starts depending on the situation.
Tom Gannon is good at baseball.
The girl's been married for years.
So far, Tom, we were hoping for a literal Tom's tip of the cap on second base or at third base. We didn't know if it was the exhilaration of getting that hit and feeling the, and yeah. Well, we're glad you did it.
He has it. He did on the federal relief.
It literally sits right next to where I.
It's so dirty.
Right next to me. You're a Kraft guy, right? I don't care. Kraft mac and cheese.
Good work out there, buddy.
Yeah.
Knockout ones.
Go on.
I do have that.
Really efficient. They're not.
I saw the.
That's the one thing I am.
Yeah.
I always pitch strikes.
That's all you need.
Really? And I'm like,
That outside breaker, they're not even. They're chipping their end caps on
No,
those.
I fucking want. I want to just go buy them.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick and tired of them falling off the curveballs. Barely.
But busting them in and then setting them up with that out one, like all day.
We decided that last night I was gonna go in on these guys just in 35 plus. And just, I mean, shit, we were down 25 plus tournament. When I was pitching, I was going in on guys just because it's like, all right, prove to me that you can hit an inside pitch.
Yeah.
Like, so as you get older, that becomes the hardest pitch to hit.
Yeah, they're not even swinging at him because all they're going to do is just fist it right back to you.
But you have 3 hits off the fist.
Yeah, nothing has been hit hard.
Off of their barrel to get a little.
Yeah.
Delete the whole box? That's really strange.
I had one of those balls.
I only ate one.
All right, boys. Hey. Do you really? Hey.
All right, Clarky. Good start, buddy.
Get this thing. Bear down.
Looks like ump is back. The field ump is ready, so we'll come back here. I want to wear out my welcome in the dugout. Not everybody wants to be on camera or behind the camera. Tom didn't really ask if I wanted to do the broadcasting today. He sort of just said I was doing the broadcasting, and normally Tom's not that definitive in his decision making, so I went with it. Didn't question it. What's the score? It's 3-2. It is the bottom of the third. If you're just tuning in, we had a delay. One of the field umps was not feeling well, or the plate ump was not feeling well, so we had to get him off the field, and the field ump came and is now behind the plate. So we're bottom 3. Mammoth up 3-2. All runs were scored in the second inning. Tommy the Cork is leading off here. He's really looking to drive something. I'm gonna come over and get a good view here. Ball 1. I think I really want one with Tom and the mountains in the background.
Exactly.
Sorry, Grilly.
Good. Yeah.
Just a picturesque. Watch that ball launch into the atmosphere. 2-0. You can see the pitcher warming up much between this about 15-minute delay, so we'll see how he comes back. Something for these guys to get used to here. A new zone, new umpire. We usually don't get it so quick. Changeover. 3-0. Tom will swing 3-0. And he did. Boom. First baseman's a little taller. I feel like Tom hit it on the screws, but just didn't get that launch angle where he needed it to be. Nate Stark. Nate has been just hitting the ball. We've been seeing Nate just drive the ball during some of the hit track sessions in IBEX. Just a great, pure left-handed hitter. As a righty, kind of drives me crazy.
And he can do it cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Got Billy Houseman up.
All right, let's go, Billy.
Strike 1. I think Billy's looking to put a charge in something here. Nate's maybe not a threat to run. It's that curveball pitcher likes.
Patient up there.
Way back, kid.
A little piece of it. Catcher caught it, catcher held on.
That was 2.
We got 2 down.
Wait, we don't get 4?
Let's go, Lip.
We got Lip. Started about at the plate and then broke off. Try to get a better view here. Apologize. Keeping Nate honest over there. Again, Nate didn't have much of a lead, but lefty pitchers don't often need a whole lot to take advantage of. Leave that up. I think Lip had a 4-pitch walk his first at bat. I think they're not really seeing many pitches today. little fall tip. Some good hustle by the catcher to get that pass ball. Pitcher egging them on to get it over there. They seem friendly with each other, so it's more of a rah-rah. That ends bottom of the third. Score remains 3-2. Stranded Nate Stark.
Still young. Still young. He's still young too.
Gonna get us behind the plate. Probably heard a little bit ago, had a chat with Ludi. Sounds like him and Yankee had some maybe poolside conversation last night of, strategy going into the game. A lot of it at this level is, making a team make you change your approach. So they want to go in, they're going to keep going in until they prove otherwise. Update on the weather here. It's got a little bit of an overcast sky at this point. Not at all cloudy, just a little hazier, blocking some of that direct sun. Quite comfortable. By no means am I rubbing it in for friends back home, but Palm Springs in January is a nice place to be. Starting top of 4. Heard we have the middle of their order up right now, so I thought we were maybe through it yet, but Roadkill must be maybe batting the lineup today, getting everybody number at bats before they go home and enjoy the rest of their Sunday. Foul ball, 1-1. Can't quite see. There's a cameraman down the line. I think he's an official photographer for the MABL. Yankee sort of took that one off the thigh, trying to block it. Seems okay. 2-1. Just like we talked about, going in, just kind of dribbling him foul. 2-2. Hansi is sitting under that one. Oh, it did pop out of his glove. Luckily right in front of him, tosses over to the first. No movement by the batter, thinking that it was an effort in futility to run down the baseline. That goes for all the young kids watching that, run everything out, because you just never know. Hans is one of the best shortstops in the league, in the history of the league. And a moment can happen to anybody. Kids would say that's a lesson, and they don't often like to hear the lessons behind why I say things, but makes sense. I still don't think he's gonna make it, but makes it more of a play, and you just never know. put a bit of a charge in that. Billy looks like he's not quite sure about it. He's going to hold up at 2. This is the sky that I was talking about, where it's a bit hazy, overcast. It sometimes has the same color as the ball itself, and so when it gets up that high, it sort of just blends in as, think of it as camouflage. And then by the time he identified, it was a bit too late, and so he had to backtrack. We got one down, guy on second. I believe this is their 5th hitter. Again, those pitches are starting on the outside half of the plate and just continue dropping away. By the time the batter's committed to swinging, it's too late. Same pitch again, 3 pitches. Ludi's gonna remember that. So, will they take the same approach next time, or are they gonna, they're going to change it up? But again, that was pretty much 3 of the same pitches, and none of them were close. We got 2 down, runner on second. Going to go top of 4. We're going to get out of here with no damage done. Radek really take his time, set and throw. Rob Jones, nice 5-3, 3rd out. Going into the bottom of the 4th. I think we got a pitching change. Don't know much about number 4. Got a pair of sunglasses on the top of his hat. Not sure. He knows they're there. That maybe seem necessary. You wonder late in the game, Royal Killer are going to try and get some of their players some innings on the mound, some at-bats. See if they can have a spark. Maybe try and go out on a high note. We're looking to prevent that. You hear some chatter from the other field. I think a play did not go in the runner's favor, and let everybody know about it. Not sure how many children are over there, but hopefully they didn't hear it. Pitching change, huh? Trying to
get rid of the lefty, bring in the righty.
My theory is that they're just looking to get some guys some innings, some at bats. I think they're batting the order. They must be batting about 14, right?
13, yeah.
So find Yankee at the plate, affable guy, having fun, joking with the catcher, the umpire.
Yeah, he's used to networking back there as a catcher.
Yeah. Sort of a greeter at the gap, right?
He made mention of that when the other umpire went out with the heat stroke or whatever. He said, all that work that I did to develop a relationship with him, and I was gone.
Yeah. Might see that ump later tonight. Might see him tomorrow, so it may not be a lost opportunity for a new relationship between catcher and ump.
If I'm not mistaken, we're waiting for Yankee's first hit. He's hit some balls hard, but
yeah,
kind of with Tom's hit, I want to say everybody has had a hit in this tournament now. Just as soon as Chris gets a hit here.
I'll remain hitless throughout the tournament. Not sure what he's waiting for here. Looking for a pitch to hit. Favorable count. He'll take his walk.
Good leadoff.
You always like your leadoff.
That's
hey, Boo, that's a live ball. Okay. Can you have second for that? I mean, live ball, player touched it. I think they find me joking here, but I mean.
Yeah, it's fair. That's what we gotta do is just put our hand back and be like, hey, give me a bubbler.
Yeah, I mean, Yankee would have been wise to just go to 2 because once the opposing team touches a live ball, then.
Yeah. It's not, it's a one-run game here.
Yeah, I mean, we do want to win. I mean, we are having fun, and we are a
Back!
group of guys.
You're damn right he's going to be safe. Should be on second.
Hey, he's got the ball! On the base! So, not sure if you could see that. You probably could. I got it in my view here. That was basically a little hidden ball trick. Everybody was yelling at Yankee, but I'm not sure he could hear us. He might try and steal here just out of purpose. But I find there would have been no way that could have called him out. He could have. Might have been some arguing. Again, there's not a bunch of guys on the Mammoth who are interested in chirping and arguing. Most of the time we're chirping at each other. Well, looks like there was a pickoff at first on Yankee. There's one area I think the Mammoth are looking to maybe improve upon going into the playoffs is cutting down on getting picked off base paths. That's the third one so far in the tournament. And the next pitch, Dolly walks. Got Rob Jones. I think there might have been a talk of intentionally walking Rob, but they're going to pitch to him. We've played a number of games with Rob. This is the type of pitcher that I think he'll feast on. The ball's a little up. Ball's a little up. Curveball is a little flat. If Rob had another opportunity at that pitch, he would have Maybe sent that to left field. Pitcher's certainly concerned about base runners. It's warranted with Dahl out there. Dahl can motor. It's going to be up and out. Familiar sound of ball landing on bleachers. There's nobody sitting in the bleachers, so everybody is safe. We do have a patch of shade that our fans are taking advantage of here. Rob hit it hard. He might have burned the right fielder. No. Right fielder took a couple turns at it, stayed with it. Good at bat though. It's one where you can go back to the dugout. Disappointed you didn't get it, but not too disappointed that, you know, with the swing you put on it. Got Tom back up. Last time Tom hit a single / Little League triple. As much as Tom hates lefties, I think he likes righties and little curveballs. Let's see what he'll do with it. Straight call, no throw. Dolly at second. Not sure if we're going to call that catcher indifference. The official book may say stolen base, since he was holding him on. Tom wasn't biting for that. He had a little slow wind up, maybe pretending he was going to turn it to the second base side. 1-2. Heads up. Just over the bleachers on the visitor side. It was okay. Heads up. Get your hands over your head. 1-2. He's going to leave that out. 2-2. Tom is locked and loaded. Called it inside. Tom agreed. Pitcher didn't argue. Full count. Looking for something. Got him on a check swing. Tom's wondering, had he held up or not swung at all, would that have been a ball? The ump may have been, you know, appeasing him and saying, yeah, it would have been off the plate maybe a little bit. So hard to tell if it would have been called had it not been on the swing. I'm gonna say we're in top of the fifth, still 3-2. Kind of at a leisurely pace with this game. Sometimes you can feel a little bit more urgency. This one, there's not a lot of urgency, knowing that tickets have been punched. For us, it's, you know, not necessarily about seeding. I mean, we certainly don't want to give up a lot of runs. The other teams who are 2-0 in the other pools have given up less runs in their first two games. So unless something drastically changes for them in their third game, it's a third seed would be set for us. Again, unless one of the other top two teams give up a bunch and we keep these roadkill players at 2 runs. But baseball's a funny sport, so Ludi out there acknowledging his outfielders with a tip, saying, let's get ready here. Foul ball down the line, let that go. Again, that inside pitch not going to do a lot with it. That's going to be right at Hansi. Little soft little liner for the first out. Can only imagine Hansi going through his head there, like just keep your eye on the ball. See it into the glove. Ludi's ready, batter's having a chat. I'm not sure why that wasn't a strike. A 1-1. Right down the line. So I think the umpire confused himself here. He called it fair. Then the batter said no. He said, more or less, you're right, foul ball. So maybe that's the batter selling it. Did maybe break his bat on that, so let's hope that truly was the foul ball and it's not karma, the bat breaking. More definitive with this foul ball call here. It went off the batter's foot. Right at Lippert. Nice casual 4-3. I don't think I went through the defense we have here. So we have Mackerel over at third, Hans Hegernus at short, Mike Lippert at second. Nate Stark is at first at the moment. Him and Rob Jones have been trading off innings. We got Mike Dahl out in left, Bill Hausman in center, Tom Genrick in right. Strike one from our pitcher Ryan Lutzka to our catcher Chris Yonke. It's a high fly. Dolly's tracking it. Catches on a side. Throws it in. 3 outs. So after we finish this game, game time is scheduled for 6:30 this evening, so that gives us a few hours to entertain ourselves with. Probably going back to the house, maybe getting a cup of coffee, quick sandwich. Yeah, Grill's playing third. Grill's moved around a little bit. He's been at third, and he's played yesterday at second. He's also had a couple, I want to say, warm-up innings on the mound. You know, we want to keep him fresh, keep him on. under no circumstances was he going to be on the mound today. I don't have Randy's ear on who he's looking to start game 1 of the playoffs, but I mean, one would surmise it would be Guerrero would be a great choice. I think we also would have Cork available again. Nate. Both woke up this morning seemingly feeling good. I mean, after having thrown a number of innings and a number of pitches. The thing about Cork when he pitches is that he mixes his speeds a lot and doesn't often get to 100% on the arm, which maybe not my style because I don't throw as hard as he does. But he seemed okay. I think a lot of the soreness is probably in the legs, having not used those in pitching, for Stark since Arizona and Cork since last fall. Yeah, there wouldn't be a bye possibility here, so it's each team in the 4 divisions get the seeding, and then it's the next 2. So there's 8 teams total in the playoffs. So we'll go again. So it's depending on the outcome of this game will determine seeding, and head-to-head being the first tie break, and then runs against. So we kind of want to hold the runs down here in case there's a chance to maybe sneak a 2 seed. Got Pat Ralston up here.
I just want to make sure he doesn't get another concussion.
A fastball on the outside. Stark runner across our view going to coach first base. Maybe have a chat with their dugout. Pitcher and catcher maybe couldn't come to an agreement on what to throw. Pat said he'd step out and give him an opportunity to think it over. Try to go back to that same pitch, maybe push it all a little bit further. Pat wasn't buying. Again, good eye there. Trying to nibble. It's a good pitch in the situation, but Pat's got a good eye. Gonna leave that down. He's worked himself to a full count. Kind of a 2-strike approach. He's got choked up a little bit. We're gonna leave that up. I'm gonna take himself first base. Nate must have just wanted a word because he's coming back across the field. Got Matt Grill. Third base is creeping a little bit. Maybe they heard about his bunting prowess last night. Caught the outside there. 0-1. So Randy's making some moves. That he's going to get some other batters in the lineup here, I think, to let him see get some ABs before tonight. So we have Grill came in. Not sure if Randy's adding to the bottom here or if he's replacing. He might be just adding straight to the bottom. We got Casey Johnson coming up next. Gurley's gonna leave that one up, 3-1 count. It's good to see get these guys some pitches to see, some live ABs before playing tonight. He's gonna leave that out. Didn't miss by much. Again, disciplined hitter, 3-1 count is not gonna go reaching for something. Casey Johnson's got his first at bat today here. Casey likes to hit the ball hard. Little flare. Somebody yelled that he was right on it. I think Casey may have disagreed with that. Oh. So definitely an assist from Pat there. Ground ball right up at shortstop. As a runner, Pat, paused, making sure not to get hit by the ball. Allowing Casey to reach. We got Grill at second, Pat at third. Got Randy Schmidt. He is in the lineup here, getting his first at bat of the day with bases loaded. Left that outside. I think Randy's looking to turn on one. Being mostly his teams are from Southern California, they're not aware of Randy's penchant for going down the line and also hitting it far. They don't know the type of hitter he is, so right fielder is playing pretty shallow. It's going to be trouble right over. That's going to fall in between everybody. We're going to hold up Grill at third. Patrick scores. It looks like it's a 4-2 at this point. Looking at Billy coming up, they must have switched some batters out here. So we didn't add to the bottom, we just switched out at top. Again, I would have been happy with the hit that Randy had. Randy's a different kind of hitter. So you're never disappointed with a hit. I'll always take a bases loaded single, as will anybody. But hitters like Randy are looking to derive that and clear them. Got Bill Hausman up here. Bill's looking to put a charge into it. Leaving that down, he's gonna work this count. 2-0 count. As a hitter of Bill's caliber, he wants one pitch. He's gonna zone this right here. Bill got a pitch he liked. 2-1 count. He's still ahead. Landed on the field just over the pitcher's mound behind us. I'll say from my left to right, to the right of us.
Well, that's why I just figured there's something to tie together.
Got one down. We still have the bases juiced. Lupu, I want to say, has worked a couple walks in his favor. Bounced in front of the plate. Good block by the catcher. Grill's gonna take every opportunity he can to get to home here. So he's making sure he's getting a good secondary. Pitcher's still going from the stretch. Third baseman's not paying any attention though.
What are you wearing?
We got 1-1. Some dirt. 2-1. Then you start looking for pitches you like. Lip thought it was a ball. Ultimately thought it was a ball. Seemed to be a little bit of hesitation. It's a good pitch. Maybe unexpected at 3-1. Just needed to get a little piece of that. Definitely not looking to do anything with it. Just wanted to fall that off, get another pitch. Preferably something better. 3-2. Look that fall as well. Youngie's getting a little bit of workout, flagging down foul balls here. Left that down, no place for him. He's gonna bring in Grill. We got 5-3. Got bases full. Got Mr. Yankee up. Up wants to make sure we got a clean plate. Not sure if he's missed his brush or just gave a little clean of the foot. Strike one. So we got Lip on first. We got Randy on second. Casey Johnson at third. 5-3. Bottom five. I'll double check that. Outside spot. 2 strikes, no balls. A quick swing. Fall back. 0-2. Good little curveball off the plate. Mike Dahl. First pitch swinging. One strike. That was in the dirt. Oh, Casey is not messing here. He got under it. Maybe they're not quite paying attention. Randy was maybe going to try and sneak home on that one while they were debating. Gutsy call by Casey. Ump kind of did him a favor. The ball got past the pitcher, but took the ump right in the chest, knocked it down. That'd have been his backstop. I think it kind of surprised maybe Dahl. The ball didn't go very far. Casey may have wanted to sit down. Got that inside. 1-2 count. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. 7-3, Mammoth. In the dirt. That was about 3 feet in front of the plate. Good stop by the catcher because you always don't know where that ball's going to bounce. He's probably caught a lot in his days, so kind of an educated guess that, you know, based off of the pitch that he had called, where that's going to bounce, where it's going to spin to. Yeah, that was, I thought that was a ball 4. I think Dahl's willing to take one more pitch in order to get another swing at it, but you can't pick and choose your situations here. So, bases loaded. Rob Jones. I think Rob's looking to tack on a few here. So we got Skeeter Nation online here, rooting for one of their own. On the outside. That is a little squibber. They're going to try and let that go foul. And that is going to stop right by third base. That was a cue ball if you've ever seen one. Tom is, if you know the relationship between Tom and Rob, like Tom is now sort of shaking his head in disgust. Because that is a call, that is a ball that will go in Rob's favor and will never go in Tom's favor. I'd say that's a perfectly placed bunt. So we got Tom, a fellow Skeeter, up with bases loaded. Again, this is the Skeeter heavy portion of the lineup. For everybody that's staying with Tom right now in the house, it's in all our best interest that he gets a hit here. That was sort of rope. I'll give a recap here in a moment. Again, some aggressive base running here. Lip is certainly not going to get cheated on the base pass, so a bit of a lackadaisical return from catcher to pitcher. I can only imagine that Lip was sort of watching that for maybe a pitch or two and took advantage, and the second the catcher went to throw, Lip took off. Bad throw back. One, two. Tom normally hits that pitch. Dogs agree. 1, 2. Held back on that. Was outside. Tom has that ability to hold that swing back. Gonna leave that out. Tom's too disciplined of a hitter to go chasing after something like that. We got full count. We got Rob Jones at second. We have Mike Dahl at third. Tom's looking for something here. Oh. Tom was convinced that was ball 4. Yeah, I agree, Tom. Felt inside. Backed him off. Tom is not necessarily crowding the plate, and so when you back somebody off who's not crowding it, that ball didn't come back in, so did some damage, scored some runs. Putting the total right now at 9-3, the top of the 7th. Once some of the guys take the field, I'll go in there and get a gauge. It felt like a long inning, so Hopefully some Ludi, you know, if he needs an extra pitch or two, nobody will notice. Say 8-2 from the umpire. Keep track of the score. I'm gonna go ahead and still make my way into the dugout.
It's different. Like you can tell, there's so many different levels of these. You got like the $30 or $40 one. Like once you get like
So just an update. We're gonna be playing at 6:30 local time, 8:30 back home. We'll be live streaming. You'll get Tom with the commentary, probably a little more storytelling. I'm just trying to give you the play-by-play.
Yeah, you know, you're immediately mad at yourself.
8-2. What inning we got?
The way it was spinning, I'm like, fuck it. I'm like,
Well, what you also missed is that it stayed in the dirt.
We're through
the whole
5.
time,
Yeah.
And then it spun and it hit the grass, and it came
Top of
back,
6.
and then it came even
like
closer
5 runs
like,
that
to the
inning?
line, but it stayed on the line.
It's just all about spin and angles, guys. You gotta get the read of the field.
You play baseball, you play pool?
It's sort of the mathematical approach to
Sadly,
baseball.
yes, bro.
I will say that Tom was sort of shaking his head as that one stayed fair.
Well, Tom told the story in the hot tub last night about one of what he considers to be a top 50 Skeeter moment was a singular nubber that I hit in the playoffs that just cheated down the line. A little more velocity than that one, a little less spin, and just popped and then sat right on top of the bag, real nice like a cherry on a Sunday. And so, you know,
There we go.
it's maybe a fitting homage to the sort of baseball Tom likes to watch.
Oh, baby!
Sort of the unexplainable, the unexpected, like the oddities of the game.
You know, Tom's a little too proud to take a hit like that. You know, but
Tom would have shook that off.
not everyone is.
No.
You wouldn't have ran it out, you didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Tom
You got one
faces
down.
himself an unwritten rules guy.
And a very great pitch.
Really gonna honor the game.
So we have 8-2, top of 5,
8-2, top of 6.
top of 6.
Time limit's probably not a factor.
Attaboy, good pitch.
We're at about 2 hours.
Yeah, but there was a 20-minute.
20-minute delay. I started a little bit early.
Bob, any way of knowing if my family's still on this feed right now?
You know, we haven't heard a lot of chatter throughout the last few innings. We got 19 viewers, but again, as we talked about earlier, do we know if they're bots or they're actual humans?
New York Times had like Russia making a whole bunch of, you know,
Mammoth
new,
fan pages?
global geopolitical threats.
Okay.
Including, you know, odd hacking, internet activity. So that would coincide with world events.
Oh.
You know, if we suddenly get to over 20.
We've kind of been hovering anywhere between 17 and 22. Christy is on along with Q.
All right, way to get up. Hey,
And
yours now.
I think they're hearing our chatter.
Okay.
So, Q.
When the event we haven't gone to sleep, hi Huey. Hi, if Barb's there, hi Charlie, Nino, Alex.
Would we be?
Good backhand.
Nice play, Doll.
There,
I should have been on the field. That was a great play by Doll. Or it was a play by Doll.
What you missed there is maybe the slickest infield turn of the day. All due respect, Hans.
No, that was a nice play. Oh, baby, Doll, great play.
So, that was a nice, quick, efficient inning. I think we're hoping for. We're gonna walk back. We got about 5 fans plus 2 dogs, 3 dogs, I think. So yeah,
Just open up Snapchat.
it's nice.
I'll do all the work. You just wait for it. Yep. Okay, hang up and then open it up.
I think we might have more fans. One might be wandering the complex. Tom?
Is that third strike?
off in on the plate, or do you think it was straight?
I thought it was in on the plate.
Yeah.
I mean, he backed you off, and you don't often, like, you're not crowding the plate.
Yeah,
So
what this guy does is he's got a really tight slider. He struck Billy out with, he struck
Yeah.
Yankee out with, and he struck me out with it the first time. So I'm leaning, I'm looking outside. And
Yeah.
I just don't think he caught the plate.
No.
He got 2 in. It was a good pitch.
again, yeah, because that was a full count too, wasn't it? Yeah. Bases loaded? No, it's
Second.
second and third.
Last time full count he threw me that slider. That was
Yeah.
the first time in the bat I saw it. And that time he zipped me in. I mean, he's a good pitcher. Like when I first got up there the first time, I thought he was just kind of a regular. He's got a good arm. He's got a good slider.
Well, hi. I got some special guests here.
How's it going?
Good. We've got a little bit of chatter. I'm promising some more Tom in the second broadcast, some more storytelling.
No, we need the Bob and Tom dynamic.
I've been pretty analytical and just talking about the game and
When
maybe
you're going
situation.
solo, that's always
No, I mean you have some free form where you're just talking.
We
Where
got to come up with maybe some kind of combination of our names to describe our team. We'll come up with it.
I'm more sometimes about letting the game speak for itself.
Hey, you guys want to, is that a game ball?
Which is what that's what the pros do.
Yeah. You interject when you need to.
Respect the silence.
Yeah. Not all of us want to hear our voice.
So I tell people to mute. My advice at the start of every broadcast is you might want to mute this.
We got Ralston up. Strike one.
Ralston's aware of the slider. We talked about it. I don't know what that is. I think he threw me a changeup last year at that as well. That I swung over.
We're in bottom of 6, 8-2.
Is it 6 or 7?
6. I thought it was hard to believe. I think that long intermission. Injury timeout? I've been talking about it. I'm enjoying sort of the overcast because that sun was kind of beating down on me for a while. Kind of elevated that fastball on pad.
He hadn't been dropping down before this season, has he?
No, he started experimenting, I feel like, in his warm-up pitches with kind of going from the side.
I would have thought you could never replicate.
I'm glad you said. That was the first thing I thought of. Is this was what you liked in the hot tub?
Yeah, last night in the hot tub, did you tell that story?
Yeah, where the ball came resting on the base.
Yeah, like one of my top 3 favorite moments maybe in Skeeter history. Not top 3, but top 50, top 10.
I'm glad you went to top 50. When I told the story, I said Tom would probably put a top 50.
Yeah. And then you did it again. Somehow you did it again. On the biggest stage.
Biggest stage being third game of play.
That's a big stage for Rob.
A high school field in front of
8 people.
Literally halves of dozens.
Tens of people.
Oh, that sounded like that maybe got something that wasn't padded. Made a weird smack on a thigh or elbow.
Yeah, the further that ball went down the line, it was just look at that Skeeter play. The disbelief just mounted.
And there's no way that guy's picking that
The
up.
hilarious awe that ball was not gonna. That ball was gonna stay there. It actually came to a rest right in front of the bag.
Yeah.
Subtly bumped the edging. Got a little bit treacherous moving back towards the chalk.
Does that speak to the field condition or it's just the spin of the ball?
I think that's just hitter's preparation. Right?
Yeah.
You read that line
Yeah.
before you get up there.
Well, you know, Randy said that hit your foot. Did it hit your foot? Randy was convinced it hit his foot.
We have Tom here trying to make excuses for that ball staying fair.
Once again, I'm going to have to deal with this tonight.
People have said that it may have hit Rob's foot, and now Tom is taking that
Because
that
that's
thought.
That's the kind of hit. I'm putting hit in quotes that Rob's going to take credit for. Like, yeah, I meant to do that. And what, you know.
You want to throw it in? Thank you.
Again, Rob has the ability to just walk away from that conversation because Tom really has no words to come back with because it was a hit.
It's the worst part last night. You know, he hit a home run and
He gets a home run and you get a little league triple.
yeah, right. Well, yeah, mine was actually a single and two-base hit. His was actually probably a legitimate home run. You guys talked me into the home run when we got home.
Yeah, there's significant conversation on the ride home last night that it was a legitimate home run where Tom was holding out hope that it was
A triple.
that it was a triple with an error, but
Clark made the right point. Who do you give the air to on that?
yeah,
I don't know.
there is no appropriate.
I mean, do you want to run through the options? Or could the error could be assigned to?
But you know, maybe my defense for my single two-base hit, I don't know that it touched his glove. And there are some scorers in TCM back home that say, hey, it didn't touch his glove. It's like the fly balls that they don't touch, they call them singles. So maybe it didn't touch his glove.
I think you're likely to find such scorers in these dugouts.
I mean, Corks, I feel, is the official scorer, right?
Hey, good hack.
So, I mean, you need to.
I'm not gonna ever take credit. I never call it. I mean, that was a single and two. I don't.
But what if Cork did mark that a triple? Are you arguing it? No.
You won't take credit for the triple, but you'll happily take the rate stats just kind of buried in with everything else.
Look, if these stats mattered, if this were league play, I would.
So we have Casey up. Casey, another Skeeter. Mammoth this trip is Skeeter heavy. Just push that. Right
Cork
side.
wanted the household cycle. That was why he was shading towards triple for the house cycle.
Do we have it? Have we had a double? Oh, and Cork and Stark had a double.
Stark had dozens of doubles.
Yeah.
Casey's got two.
Okay.
So
All right,
for the household cycle, we need a triple, an official triple, not a Tom triple. Again, down the line for Casey, this is going to be a tough play.
He's there.
Oh, we got punched. Casey did not like that. I didn't see it. I gotta say, everybody at home probably had a pretty good view of that. Kind of right down the line here. Casey is motioning to everybody that's watching his disagreement. That's sometimes where you lose out when you don't have that field ump. Does the field ump make a different call? I mean, Casey seems to think that would have made a difference.
So we have one pitcher that hasn't thrown at all. So
I think we're going to the top of 7. And thanks for everybody for hanging in with us. Be nice to keep the score. 2 for them, a few more for us. Talking about earlier, there isn't not feeling a lot of urgency from the other dugout. Those out there, I mean, I think if you're watching, what do we think on Casey's play? You have opinions? 17 of you. We're gonna head back behind the plate. Kind of fun to watch Ludi work here. Ludi's doing exactly what he does, is throwing strikes and eating up innings. Sorry. Starting out that strike. Oh, 1. Came right back down. Two strikes. Straight back. It's going to be out of play.
Straight back. See it rolling? Straight back.
We have Casey chiming in on the bench. I think there's no better gauge of out or safe as the runner. Not at all biased. Good point. I'm not sure if I think the ump would rather have a partner out there. I'm not sure what the schedule dictates, whether he is, going home after this, or is he going to be going home and then needing to umpire some more games tonight. Not sure for how far they pull the umpires from. I think in years past, they're probably all clearly from Southern California, making some money. That was a little shot off the yeah, that froze him. He's backing away. It's hard to argue that pitch right there, especially after the being called on before. And that one was a lot better. I mean, that was broke right down the middle. Broke down. At the top. Wasn't quite sure. Let's see what he comes back with right here. Ball one. It's out towards Pat. Looks like he's got a beat on it. Right under it. Can of corn. One down. Two down. Two down.
Come on, Matt. Get a nice one.
As a defensive unit, it's always nice to have a long inning and then come back out and get a couple quick ones. Oof. Inside. Right back up. Lips right on it. Hit him. Probably smartly put that one in his back pocket. Didn't want to rush the throw in.
Come on, Eric. Same thing, dude. You got it.
2 outs, guy in first. We had the top. This looks like this might be the cleanup hitter here.
That's it. That's it.
A little looping liner out to left. Got that in quickly. Stringing a couple here. Got 2 outs. Up there. 1-0. 2 outs. Top 7. It's right at Rob. Still has a play on it. He's gonna just again put that one in his back pocket.
Pitch, wait for it to get it.
Rob with a little slap of the glove. He's as sound as he get at first base. So after making an error in the field, I'm familiar with how that kind of goes straight through you. Down the line, foul. We got 2 outs. Bases are full of roadkill. If you're just joining, roadkill is the name of the team. Got 1-1. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna bring in 2 here. Again, not hit particularly hard, just hit in the right spot. Pitchers, those are probably the most frustrating ones you can encounter. Threw a good pitch. They just threw their hands at it and got enough. Good block by Yankee. These games were held to a time limit. We're at 2 hours and 17 minutes of the stream, so probably about, looked like he was maybe running. Maybe not a great time to run at this point in the game, especially trying to steal third. There's a 2.5 hour time limit, but we had about a 15-minute delay with, making sure umpires were safe and okay. So time really isn't much of a concern. Foul ball. Got a 1 and 2 count, 2 outs, runners on first and second. A pretty good pitch in that situation, getting them to chase something. Ludy's just looking to get out of this and get back to the bench. Oh, stealing third. Kind of got a feeling the guy at second was maybe intent on making a move on account of his big leads. Took off 2 outs. I think it's the old rule. You don't ever want to make the third out at third base, right? Maybe. But they're running again. Interesting. Struck him out. He can stay up. Innings over. Unofficially 8-5. Going into the bottom of the 7th. Kind of more of a game here. And kind of give them a little bit of a spark. What the Mammoth have been pretty good at so far this first few games is when teams have scored, coming right back out and getting some of those back. So let's continue that trend and put a little more distance between us. Randy's the first one out of the dugout with a helmet on. He might be on deck. Or it might be Billy. They're both standing out there, getting loose. Notice the pitcher's kind of started using a bit of a sidearm motion. Trying to keep batters off balance. Trying to do whatever you can. Sometimes it's effective. Looks like he's maybe gotten a little sharper the more he's thrown. Although last inning was kind of a long inning, but we'll see what his approach is here to Randy and Billy Baseball. Randy batting. I like to highlight Skeeters or friends of Skeeters. Randy's worn the Skeeter jersey a few times, so we consider him a Skeeter, whether he does or not. Oh, got him on the shoulder. I think he wanted to swing. Sort of at our ages, we kind of don't like getting hit any longer. It tends to hurt a little more. Sort of got Randy in the part of the shoulder where there's not a whole lot of protection there. Especially if it got on the shoulder blade. It'll sting. Got Billy up. I'll leave that one out for a ball. That was a good swing for Billy. They're telling him to go back.
On the bag!
The fielder decided to maybe try and double up Randy from a few hundred feet. Bill got good wood on that. He's got it elevated. Got lip. We've been on the base pass quite a bit today. Let's continue that. A little sidearm slider there. Randy's running. Foul ball out of play. Heads up! Had some concerned fans to my right. Set of bleachers, there's probably 20 fans, maybe a dog. Oh, thank you so much. Benefit of having children at games is they often like to go chase foul balls, and so a child from the other team just handed me a foul ball that players didn't have to go retrieve, so a lot of thanks for that. I'll play again. Straight back. Might walk this over here. Getting low on game balls. So pitcher's already got one guy of ours. So I can get this already yonky. Apologize for the walking and streaming. It's Blair Witch like. Randy goes. That's gonna get down. Randy's gonna keep running. Oh, he's gonna hold up. He's gonna hold up. Lipstad, I hope you didn't miss that one. Fought that off and had a nice little liner out in the left field.
Yeah, right?
So we got Lip at first. We got Randy at second. Randy was running on the pitch, but it was hit hard enough at left field that Randy couldn't keep going here. I wonder if Randy's going to try and steal third in. Could use a couple more here. Got Yankee up. This would be a good spot to bust out and get one or two in here. Thought I heard the ump say strike, but maybe it was inside. 2 balls. Up at his head. He always yell, get the bat down.
Yeah, just get the bat out of the way.
Yeah. Oftentimes not often, but not unusual to see that ball hit the bat. It's coming at your head. He was red light the whole way there. 3-0. Some will never swing. Others will swing if it's grooved. 3-1. It's too high. It's kind of a back. Oh. Oh.
Hey, new life, kid.
Third baseman bobbled it about 3 times. It was almost like he was juggling it. As he was still juggling it, the umpire yelled "fall ball"
before
it fell.
He's still juggling it.
Your dog. Hey, toss this over. Let's call that a new life.
Hey, young.
New life. You know, he's given the third baseman another opportunity, basically the same. This one he squeezed for the second out. Got Mike Dahl. Maybe I'll just hang out here for a moment.
Probably not having you hit anymore.
Rob, you ever been number 13?
First time.
Do you find anything superstitious about that, or is it just another number?
I had an error that last half inning. Couldn't have been my fault, right? I'm not putting it on Randy for bringing 13. But.
No. It's probably best that Tom wasn't doing commentary when.
We were waiting.
Yeah.
We're a little bit up on it.
Hey.
I think it'd have to do some pretty bad damage to get our phone.
Let me know if anyone in the chat has ideas of what the excuse could be to cover that error.
Was it hit?
I mean, 13's good.
I mean, oftentimes, you don't ever have a 13th floor.
Mm-hmm. No.
We think of any famous, like, Hall of Fame level athletes numbered 13?
I think you learn pretty early on, in any sort of number choosing environment to avoid 13.
Is 13 the least chosen number? Maybe beyond 0? You don't get a lot of 0.
There's a lot of numbers, right? There's got to be a million of them.
Some would say infinity. Numbers that are acceptable for the sporting events, for sports.
2-2.
Are there more 13s than 92s? I'd say probably.
Rob, a lot of questions over here about you, so you must have made a good impression.
Oh.
Nah, I think
Good job. Just like we talked about.
Little foul ball to the first
cheering for
baseman.
you more than she was cheering for me.
Oh no.
Cork.
No.
Nope, okay.
Real, you want to pick one?
I think
Way too much goofing around out there. Or the third base, I mean.
Randy asked if Cork wanted time in the infield. Cork has some family who is in the Palm Springs area, so they are having a nice visit. They were at both games yesterday, at the game today. Got Ludi back out for another. I'll go quickly into the dugout, confirm score, confirm inning. See if we can get an insight on feelings, life. Yeah, top 8.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Yeah. Just
8, 8, 5.
8-5.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Top 8, 8, 5. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes, but game time probably 2:10.
Okay.
So
Yep.
timing's not really gonna come into play here.
Couple quick up and downs.
Yeah. Yeah, the ball's in.
Bob. I got you, Bob.
I was trying to like pick it, put it down. It's like
You kind of spiked it, but.
yeah. I think if it would have been a hair closer, it would have been easier. It was like too far up.
What's up, Billy?
Plus there was 2 outs and the guy's stealing third. And I'm like, I gotta hold my spot for a while. So I kind of got a late, like on purpose, a late pop over. He hits a ground ball at me. Everybody's like, well, you know, right covered, right? The steal when the guy.
Hold the ground a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go, Ludi.
Let me get over here. Okay, 3-1 count. Leadoff walk. Seemed like a good pitch. Didn't seem quite high. Batter's a little bit on the taller side, so it feels like that's a pitch that is between the letters. Quite a bit of out in front on that one. One count. Man on first. Out in front of the lip off his knee. Quick throw back to second. Runner wasn't too far off. No outs, first and second. A little bit in by the out. The view's not the best from right here. Let's go comeback pitch. 1-1. Wrote a pitch there. 2-1. 1-2. Oh, Reddick really? Oh. Liner to Grill. Guy at second had a little too much there.
How many outs now? Is that the first out?
First out, yeah. Back to Grill, off his glove.
The guy on third base is just walking through a minefield.
Yeah.
Should have been out 3 different times.
2-0. They're shaking his head. I thought he could have done something more with that, but out of play. Good payoff pitch right here. Be nice to give him a seat. A full count. We do have 1 out, so I'm not sure if we'll get the guy at first running. Some teams do that. Trying to stay out of a double play. He stays. Foul ball. Little banter between catcher Yankee and catcher of the roadkill, coaching third base. All friendly. Out of play. Count remains full. It's gonna be straight up. Girls camped under it. 2 down. A little bit inside. 2-0 count. And down 3-0.
Bob, how's your arm feeling?
It was great.
You can throw some strikes.
Here you go, Blue. I got one.
Oh, cool.
At what cost though?
3 months of health.
Yeah. Tom's main concern is how does this impact your skeeter season?
Right, yeah. That's what you really got to shoot for. We need you 5 Sundays, depending on how Kenny's doing.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 Sundays.
That base is loaded here. 2 outs. Come back with strike right away. Good to establish that first pitch strike here. And that's been his moneymaker right there. That pitch has been unhittable on that against them today. And got 0-2 count. I gotta guess at what's coming next here. Oh, great play by Grilly. Great play. Spin. Throw it to Lip at covering second. Lip takes it out of the dirt for the 3rd out. Big out. Saved a run. Saved a inning continuing. Potentially that could have rolled into right field. I didn't see it specifically, but we can look at the tape. I'm sure Tom was sprinting in to back up that throw in case he needed to show off the arm. 8-6. I've apologized a number of times for the finger coming into the view.
Who's TCMAB?
Is that Stengel?
Oh yeah, I think that's what we guessed.
Yeah. Casey had to chime in that he's still stewing. That might be brought up in the hot tub. I did ask. Nobody commented other than Lipstadt thought maybe the umpire was ready to go.
Somebody asked for if we have a bye potential. Did you answer that?
I did, yeah. No bye.
No bye. 8 teams make the playoffs.
There's a number of years ago.
Done every team makes the playoffs and then maybe 4 byes.
Yeah.
That could
Just to maybe have some more games.
Say go Rob.
Got Rob Jones. Waving to the fans. Tipping the cap.
But they're getting loose for it.
Like a man running for office.
Not working? Ain't no pressure here, Rob. Friendships depend on it.
Some friendly banter. He's relying on this sidearm a little bit more. I don't think it's going to fool Rob.
Maybe the guy in back. Yeah.
Tom isn't really a fan of the gimmicky stuff. Like if you're going to be a sidearm, be a sidearm. This is kind of a great vantage point here. We got Rob Jones at the plate, Tom Genrick on deck. Longtime friends, longtime teammates. Rob Jones is going to flare that into the gap there right over the second base head. Rob Jones got a sub-2-hit game.
Atta baby! Go Tom!
I feel like Tom probably has the added pressure of trying to match the number of hits that Rob has gotten. Tom Genner. It might be trouble. That's gonna fall. That's gonna fall. And Tom's gonna take that for 2. Tom wants to take that for 2.
Oh, come on, Tom!
Rob makes it all the way to third. Tom's still at first. I think if he...
Has there been a Tom or Rob double? Otherwise, just Tom and Rob might get a combined cycle.
There's not been a double, no. Well, or a triple.
There's Tom hit the triple earlier.
Oh. Cork, the official scorekeeper, is maybe saying that it might have been a triple because Tom's arguing that he's heard people say that it didn't hit the center fielder's glove and that it...
Ludi, are you still throwing?
And that some official scorers may use that as the triple criteria. Got Pat Ralston up here. I got bottom 8.
Bottom 8?
Yeah. Got Pat, big spot here, get a couple runs in. One for sure. That's gonna be trouble. That's kind of no man. Second was kind of dancing a little bit, but brought it in.
Bob, you got 8-5-ish?
8-5-ish. It might be 8-6. I think they maybe brought one in.
Did they? I think you're right. They just scored one.
Ah.
Grill, 8-6? Are we +2 or +3? We're +3.
Okay, 8-5. Okay. We got Ryan Luska getting his first bat in game.
Got a book going.
Ryan's got 7 innings under him, 8 innings, so he's gonna go out there to finish this one off. Going 8-5, top of 9.
Fuck me. That's stupid. Why did I even say I wanted it? Did I grow up?
Top of 9, 8-5.
Got confirmation, top of 9, 8-5. 8-5, top 9, yep. So we are.
Do you know if there's time limit for playoffs?
I think time limit maybe goes away for playoffs.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh, thanks for saying that.
If we do have time limit, it might go up to 3 hours.
No inning starts after 3?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they take it away.
I could say after the semis, because
Yeah.
you got to play championship after.
Yeah.
But for championship and first round, no reason. And yeah, because then what if it's a tie? You can't have a time limit when you need a winner.
Yeah. Not gonna start. You start at second base or something, you know, like.
Yeah. Start throwing base runners out there.
Yeah. Maybe take it behind home plate here. Hi. They pull that ball. Strike one. Oh, right off the base. I think without question, Girl would have had that. There's definitely a play on it, but popped up off the base. Leadoff batter's at first. Word from the field is that we got top of the order. Just gonna find some green here. Got Casey Johnson has made his way out to right field, ran through and cut that off. So we got first and second, no one out, top of the 9th, 8-5 Mammoth, game 3 of the pool play, Palm Springs Desert Classic, 2022. It's right off of Grilly. He's gonna get it first, up over Rob. Rob came off the base to keep that in front of us, so. Making it interesting here. So we have our roadkill third batter in the lineup with bases loaded. Nobody out. Time for a 1, 2, 3.
That's
Pat's getting chase on that, and deep left. It's going to be enough to get one in from third. Good throw into Dolly at short, and make sure that runner at second stays where he is. 8-6. 1 out. The batter's hoping to have gotten a little bit farther, but Pat saw that off the bat immediately and tracked right to the ball. Ball one. Line up the middle. Billy's got to cut that off. Coming in. We got a guy coming home. Dolly with throw. It's going to be enough. No. It's like it's 8-8. Batter advance on a throw. Got one down. Keep that guy where he is. Foul ball. Got a lot of spin on that one. Yankee threw the shoulder out. Got a piece of it, but runner advanced to third. Infield starting to squeeze it. I want to cut that runner off. Not give him an opportunity. Great pitch there. Should have 2 strikes. Said 1-1 or 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball straight back. 2 strikes for sure now. 1-2. And one pitch that's been highly effective, so let's see if they go to it again here. Little flare. A little bit of confusion between Rob and Ludi at the mound. Rob called it. Lip had a lot of awareness to get himself to first with those two kind of running in on the ball. Covered first, plenty of time to get the runner. We have 2 outs, a runner on third. Good heads-up play on Lip to get himself over there. Good first pitch strike. Always want to get ahead. Another good pitch. Batter didn't like it, but that was a good pitch. 0-2. Oh. Oof, duh. So strike 3, got to make the throw, and sort of when you have all the time in the world to make that play, you maybe.
Oh, it's tied, yeah. So we go international tiebreaker.
We have the bottom of the order. No. So as we're saying that, Rob sort of picked that one as it was coming down in front of the runner. Got him, but that was a little nerve-wracking. So we have a tie game, 8-8, going into the bottom of the ninth. We definitely have some Mammoth on the roster who can take care of that with one swing. So we can string a couple together. Pitcher's been pretty effective, you know, the last few innings. He's found something with this sidearm delivery that he didn't have the first couple of innings. Pitcher, you kind of go by feel. Your traditional delivery over the top maybe wasn't working for him. Switch it up. Definitely got some bats coming up here in the bottom of the ninth to finish this off. I don't know if anybody necessarily wants a tie. I don't know if I've really been involved with the tie on tournament level. We are at almost 3 hours game time. So I don't know if we could actually start another inning. Granted, we did have, I'm going with a 20-minute game delay earlier, but I think now's the time, boys. It's gonna roll foul. Good idea. Girl's not afraid to bunt, whether it's a tie game or we're up by a couple. We need runners, so good eye at the plate. So he's gonna do everything he can to get on first, start this out. Just in, maybe a little up too. 1-1. Outside. 2-1. That is slicing. Gonna fall right in front of the right fielder. Great start. Great piece of hitting by Gurley to get himself on first. And Casey Johnson. Another Skeeter on the Mammoth squad. Casey's approaches, he should be looking in one spot here. Casey does like to swing, but in this situation, he wants something he can hit. Oh, that rolled up on the shortstop. He has no idea where it is. More base runners. We got Randy at the bat. We got Grill on second. Grill can run. Gotta imagine if it's off the bat from Randy, Grill's gonna see it and he's gonna run. We got nobody out. We got Mac Grill on second. Casey Johnson at first. Randy Schmidt up to bat. Randy's okay taking that if there's pitch strike. Tried to push that plate out a little bit. Randy wasn't having it. Two one. Definitely keeping it away from Randy. I don't think he wants to come in. 3-1. Randy can be choosy here. He can take that pitch he wants. He can wait for it. Randy's a good two-strike hitter too, so he's gonna be patient. He's running in. That's a tough play for him, but we caught it. One out. Left fielder made a running catch. Threw it quick into second. Grill was there easily. Sometimes you get the bench pleading a case, trying to get the umpire's ear if you didn't maybe see something. Hey, this is a great spot for Billy. That is up the middle. We got Grill. He's going to run through it. He's going to run through it. Yeah. That's going to be it. Great for Billy. Hit that hard up the middle. Go join the mini scrum. They're going to shake some hands.
Way to go, Bill!
We'll get the reaction as they come out. We even have the umpire getting into the game. It's nice when the umpire has as much fun as the players. Get the reaction. Lipstad, it's about right. Let's see, do we have some excited faces? Hey guys, we got everybody at home watching. Exciting finish.
Yeah, well, where's Stark? Stark, that was reckless.
Do you guys want to get a photo?
Yeah. Any reason?
Yeah.
This is a good photo.
Yeah, this is a good photo.
You read the room.
That was awesome.
We have a live stream of the team picture.
Keep your unis on.
We'll do it at the end. No, right now. Just get it done with.
I think we should do it now.
Come on. We think it's a bad omen.
Come on, everybody get up.
Randy says no. Randy runs the team.
I say we'll get at the end.
You guys can do your own little personal thing.
I won't be there at the end.
Casey just threatened that this is his one and only picture opportunity.
It's a bad omen. There's no way we win next game. We're getting a picture right now.
Next game is at 6:30. Location is set. We don't quite know where that is yet, though. So we'll be streaming again. Go ahead and tune in. We'll get more of Tom. We'll get Tom's perspective of Game 3. This will be the first round of the playoffs at 6:30 tonight. Local Pacific time, 8:30 back home. Appreciate everybody tuning in, rooting on the guys here. Everybody's having fun. Nice to go 3-0 in pool play. Getting Billy coming through in the clutch. Everybody says congrats, Bill.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
So we will.
Big game of the day.
The Tom tip of the cap.
It's either Ludi or Bill, right?
Ludi pitched his ass off.
I mean, Ludi threw all day. We also.
Some player of the game. It's like the guy that you kind of want to recognize.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I mean, we have Billy coming in at the clutch spot, shot up the middle.
4 times 9 is.
So we'll sign off from here. We'll maybe have more discussion on Tom's tip of the cap. So thanks everybody.
I'm taller there. We're right next to each other.
Because I'm sinking because I got
Whatever.
You got